Magnaflow Off-Road Pro Series Catback Exhaust System is going to be for the F-150 owners out there looking for a unique system that will provide you with a little bit more ground clearance over that factory system for truck owners who spend a little bit of time off-road while still also getting a nice deep tone from Magnaflow. Now this is also going to be a great choice for any owner out there who prefers the clean look of not seeing any tailpipes out of the side or the rear of the truck and would just like to eliminate any tailpipes or the look of any tailpipes from their truck completely. And when it comes to catback installs for your 2015 and up F-150, this just might be the easiest one yet. So we're going to call it 1 out of 3 wrenches on the difficulty meter with a little bit more detail coming up later on. But since this is an exhaust, guys, let's break right into our sound clips. You heard them at the top of the video. You can be the judge on how you think this thing sounds. But in my opinion, it produced a very enjoyable tone, a nice deep tone, but again, one that is a little louder inside the cab. And that is pretty easy to understand when you think this thing is essentially dumping underneath the cabin itself. Breaking out the wake the neighbor scale, I'm going right middle of the road here with this system, 3 out of 5 on my 1 to 5 or 1 to wake the neighbor scale. A nice deep tone again, something you come to expect from Magnaflow. The big factor shaping the sound here with the Magnaflow system is the straight through design Pro Series muffler that is included with the off-road kit. Again, it is going to be very free flowing, but still keep sound levels relatively in check when it comes to overall volume. And since this thing is extremely free flowing, it should help free up a little extra restriction on the turbocharged EcoBoost power plants, maybe freeing up a little power in the process, but nothing earth-shattering or groundbreaking. Along with that unique design and deep tone here, you are getting a pretty quality build overall like we come to expect from Magnaflow. 409 grade stainless steel throughout, including 3-inch mandrel bent tubing, what little of it there is, the included flex pipe, and the Pro Series muffler. Finally, that turn down, which will dump the exhaust right in front of the passenger side rear tire. Going to be very discreet and very much out of the way, and will help out those guys who plan on doing some wheeling in their newer F-150. And I really do think that's one of the biggest draws here with the Magnaflow is the fact that it is so low key or low profile from an appearance standpoint, which in my experience seems to appeal to a lot more truck owners than you might think. Sure, there's always going to be the crew out there or the crowd who prefers the dual split rear exits or the dual split side exits, but some guys might not prefer to see anything at all, and if that sounds like you, this is going to be one of your only options available on the site. You're going to be looking at roughly the high $600 price point for the Magnaflow Off-Road Pro Series Catback, which, given the amount of materials or lack thereof, might seem a tad on the high side, but there's really nothing like this on the market, so there's nothing to compare it to. And you also have to keep in mind with the Magnaflow, you're usually getting great quality and great fitment, and that certainly is the case here with this system. And speaking of fitment, we had absolutely no issues whatsoever getting the Magnaflow installed on our truck because, as you might imagine, there's really not a lot going on here. I'm going very soft 1 out of 3 wrenches on the difficulty meter, maybe an hour from start to finish, and that's pushing it. In fact, guys, you really only need a 15mm socket to get this guy bolted up. So that's my review of the Magnaflow Off-Road Pro Series Catback Exhaust System for your EcoBoost, which you can grab right here at AmericanTrucks.com.